Welcome back to Superbly Said, your home for advanced English vocabulary and phrases.
Today, we're digging into a fascinating set of terms actually taken straight from a recent SpeakDuo lesson.
That's right, and if you're looking to elevate your own English speaking confidence, you can visit SpeakDuo.com. You can meet new people from around the world who are practicing English on video calls.
So let's just jump right in. We'll look at 8 words that advanced English learners should really be mastering.
Let's start with our first one, to embellish.
Right.
You know, my first thought when I see this is, why not just say, I don't know, elaborate or detail? What's the real high-level difference?
It really comes down to intent. That's the core of it. When you use to embellish, you're signaling a deliberate manipulation of the truth.
Okay, so you're not just adding more facts.
Exactly. If you detail a story, you're being factual, you're being comprehensive. But if you embellish it, well, you're consciously adding exaggeration, maybe even a few untrue details.
All to make the story more entertaining.
Precisely. For effect. To make your friends laugh harder, for instance. It's a kind of narrative trickery.
I like that. So an example might be, he tends to embellish his travel stories to make them sound more dangerous.
You got it. It's the perfect word if someone asks, when you tell a funny story, do you stick to the facts? A great response would be, oh, I definitely embellish the details.
Okay, moving on from truthfulness to description. Let's talk about the adjective vibrant.
A good one.
Again, we could use colorful or lively. I mean, what's the weakness there? Is vibrant just a more intense version?
It is, but it's an intensity with a specific quality. Vibrant suggests a kind of dynamic, thriving energy, a pulse.
A pulse, I like that.
Yeah. The weakness of, say, lively is that it can just mean basic movement. A crowd can be lively. But vibrant implies something deeper, like a real saturation of energy.
So a city's nightlife wouldn't just be lively, would be
vibrant. The city has a vibrant nightlife with music and lights everywhere. It suggests it's thriving, not just busy.
Or in a work context, if I'm a designer, I might say, I'd choose a vibrant yellow to make the room feel sunny and happy. It sounds more impactful.
Much more. It communicates a strong, immediate sensory experience.
That leads us really well into our next word, cascading. It means falling or rushing forth, but again, why not just say falling? What's wrong with that?
Well, cascading catches 2 things that falling doesn't. First, a huge amount of a luminous flow. And second, this idea of a chain reaction.
So a single raindrop falls.
But a waterfall cascades. It's that continuous, powerful rush. The volume is key.
And I can see that in a physical example, like she wore a dress with layers of silk cascading down to the floor. You could almost see the amount of fabric flowing.
And that's where we get to the really advanced metaphorical use. A manager might warn a team, be careful. One small decision can have a cascading effect on the whole project.
So the consequences won't be isolated. They'll just keep flowing one after the other.
Exactly. It implies an unstoppable sequential impact. Very powerful.
Okay, let's shift gears to something a bit more formal. The phrase, time immemorial.
Yes, this one has some real weight to it.
It does, but why do we need it? Why can't I just say something is ancient or from a long time ago?
Because those phrases lack the philosophical weight. Time immemorial specifically emphasizes that the origin of something is truly lost to human memory and records.
So it's older than old? It's prehistory?
Basically, yes. It implies something is almost mythological in scope. It lends a real gravity to what you're saying.
Like in, these traditions have been practiced by our ancestors since time immemorial. You're saying its origin is literally unknown.
You got it. Or even for a family tradition, we've cooked this recipe every holiday since time immemorial. It makes the tradition sound foundational, almost sacred.
Okay, next up, to evade. This is an interesting one.
It is.
I know I can avoid a question, but if I evade it, does that imply something more? Am I being more clever about it?
That's the perfect way to put it. To evade requires an element of, well, intellectual effort, skill, or even deceit.
So it's not just passive avoidance.
No, it's active. You actively maneuver, maybe with trickery or a disguise, to escape. There's a strategist at work.
So that's why you see it in headlines, like the celebrity wore a disguise to evade the paparazzi. The disguise is the clever trick.
Exactly. And you can use it more casually, too. Like, I always try to evade washing the dishes by pretending to be busy with work.
The pretending is the key part. That's the trickery.
That's what elevates it from simple avoidance to evasion.
All right, let's talk about work ethic. The adverb tirelessly.
A great word for resumes.
Right. But how is it really different from working hard or diligently? What does it add?
It adds the sense of continuity, of profound dedication without rest. Tirelessly implies an unyielding effort, often round the clock.
So it's not just about effort, but sustained effort.
Sustained and without giving up. You might tell a client the team worked tirelessly through the weekend to meet the deadline. It signals a level of commitment beyond just being diligent.
I see. Or, in a more serious context, the doctors worked tirelessly throughout the night to save the patient. It communicates that non-stop sacrifice.
It really does. It's a word that conveys deep respect for the effort involved.
Okay, our second to last term is barren.
Right.
When I hear empty, I think it's probably temporary. But when I hear barren, it feels more permanent. Am I on the right track?
You've hit the nail on the head. Barren carries this idea of a fundamental inability to produce anything.
An incapability.
Yes. The weakness of a word like empty is that it could just mean something is missing right now. But barren implies a deep, non-productive state. It can't yield results.
Geographically, that's easy. The land was dry and barren, so nothing could grow there.
Sure, but metaphorically is where it gets interesting. If you're struggling with work, you could say, I'm just staring at a blank page, feeling completely barren of ideas.
Oof, yeah. That really paints a picture of being truly stuck.
It suggests the well of inspiration itself has run dry.
Okay, and our last one, to expel. This sounds strong, authoritative.
It is. It's a very forceful word.
So how is it different from just a dismissal or removal?
It suggests a formal, authoritative, and usually permanent action. It's often disciplinary and carried out with official force. The weight of an institution is behind it.
So that's why schools use it. The school had to expel the student for repeatedly breaking the rules. It's final.
It is. The decision has authority, but you can also use that strength personally.
How so?
To talk about bad habits, I would love to expel the habit of procrastinating. You're using that powerful, formal sense of the word to show you want to completely and formally reject that behavior.
That's a great way to think about it. All right, let's move into our quiz. We're going to test your recall on these subtle nuances.
Okay. Question 1. The author decided to embellish the narrative of his journey. What does this imply about the story?
Is it A, he simplified the complex details to make it more accessible?
B. He added exaggerated or decorative details to make the account more entertaining?
Or C, he strictly verified every fact to ensure historical accuracy?
Take a second. Feel free to pause if you need to think about the answer.
All right, the correct choice here is B.
Definitely B. Remember, to embellish is all about adding that extra flair for entertainment, often by bending the truth.
Right. On to question 2. The marketing team described the city's nightlife as vibrant. Which description best matches this adjective?
Is it A? It pulses with dynamic energy, bright lights, and enthusiastic activity.
Or B, it is characterized by a calm, traditional atmosphere that preserves history.
Or option C, it is overwhelming due to chaotic noise and a lack of organized structure.
Okay, the best match here has to be option A.
Yep, vibrant is all about that positive, thriving pulse of energy, not the chaos of C or the calmness of B.
Question 3. The manager warned that one error could have a cascading effect. What does she mean?
Option A, the error would remain isolated and can be fixed without impacting others.
Option B, the error would cause an immediate, abrupt halt to all production lines.
Or C, the error would trigger a sequence of events rushing forth into other departments.
And the answer is
C, a cascading effect is that chain reaction, that continuous flow of consequences.
exactly. Not isolated and not an abrupt stop.
All right, question 4. This specific ritual has been performed by the tribe since time immemorial. This suggests the ritual.
A, was established recently to honor modern societal shifts and laws.
B, has existed for so long that its specific origin has been forgotten. Or C, is performed only on specific occasions that are recorded in history.
This one has to be B.
It does. Time immemorial means its origin is specifically beyond memory or record.
Next up, question 5. When asked about his taxes, the celebrity attempted to evade the subject. How did he likely behave? A. He escaped the direct line of questioning through cleverness or trickery.
B. He confronted the accusations head-on to dispel any public rumors. Or C. He provided a comprehensive and detailed breakdown of his finances.
The key word here is trickery. So the answer is A.
That's right. To evade requires that clever maneuver to escape, which is what A describes.
Question 6. The researchers worked tirelessly to find a cure. This indicates they worked
A. With intermittent bursts of high energy followed by long recovery periods.
efficiently, but strictly within the boundaries of standard office hours.
Or C. With unyielding effort and continuous dedication without giving up.
The answer is absolutely C.
Yes, tirelessly is all about that non-stop, continuous dedication, like the doctors working through the night.
Okay, question 7. After the drought, the region was described as barren. What is the state of the land?
Is it A, the land is temporarily dormant due to the natural changing of seasons?
B, the land is too poor to produce vegetation and shows no results of growth.
Or C, the land has been overcultivated and requires a rotation of crops?
The fundamental inability implied by barren means the answer is option B.
Correct. It's not temporary, it's a deep, non-productive state.
And our final question, number 8. The committee voted to expel the member for misconduct. What was the outcome?
A, they suspended his privileges temporarily until he apologized.
B, they forced him to leave the organization permanently due to rule breaking.
Or C, they required him to pay a fine but allowed him to retain his membership.
And the correct answer here is B. To expel implies that formal, authoritative, and permanent removal.
That's right. It's much stronger than a temporary suspension.
So, we covered 8 excellent terms today. Embellish, vibrant, cascading, time immemorial, evade, tirelessly, barren, and expel.
And remember, advancing your vocabulary isn't just about memorizing. It's about understanding the specific context and the power each word carries.
We genuinely believe everyone should challenge themselves to become better communicators. Join us next time for more advanced vocabulary.